Before we play our last concert here, our last group, there are several people I'd like to thank. There's a lot of people that work behind the scenes to make this a very successful camp. We have an extraordinary group of young people who are camp counselors who you've been seeing them scurrying around the stage. They've been doing all kinds of extra work back at the dorms, around here, with helping with classes, and just doing a wonderful job. And if any of them are backstage, I'm going to call their names and I want to thank them. Kinsey Bagwell, Meredith Brittingham, Zach Dieter, Daniel Falter, Kristen Fletcher, Ken G., Gordon Pickett, Mark Langford, Joanne Law, Michael McClyman, Caitlin McMurtry, Allison McSwain, Morella Samuels, and Ashley Youngblood. These people have been our camp counselors for the week, and I'd like to give them publicly thank them. The head of the counseling staff has been our two deans, and they had to go back because they're going to be doing something like this in Columbia next week, but I wanted to thank them publicly. Craig and Jessica Davis have been our deans for the last 3 years, and they've done a wonderful job. I want to thank them. Please give them a round. I want to thank Danielle Hernandez and her wonderful staff here at Mount McAllister Auditorium to make this very easy to do these concerts because she does a wonderful job and her staff is so reliable and so helpful. So thank you, Danielle. Give her a hand. Thank you, Danielle. The two people in the office, especially, who are really the brains of this operation. We have a student intern, Maggie Stapleton, who's been one of our right-hand people this week. And really, you've all met her before, and I don't know if she's still here, but the real brains behind this operation is our program coordinator, Marcella Freeze. Would you give them both a big hand? It is my distinct pleasure to introduce the last group for our concert and for our program this year, our Symphony Orchestra, Camp Symphony Orchestra. They are led by my dear friend and golfing buddy, who is the Director of Orchestral Studies and Violin Performance here at Furman, Dr. Thomas Joyner. Would you please now welcome to the stage Concertmaster Sarah Land, Dr. Tom Joyner, and the Camp Symphony Orchestra.
Symphonic repertoire. Mendelssohn's Reformation Symphony is his 5th symphony. It received this nickname, Reformation, because of Mendelssohn's use of the hymn tune, "A Mighty Fortress is Our God," in the 4th movement. We're going to play the 1st movement, and you will hear 3 times what is known as the Dresden Amen. It's like Amen at the end of the hymn. And these 2 pillars sort of set the stage for this wonderful symphony. Again, this is an original, it's not an arrangement, of the 1st movement of Mendelssohn's great 5th symphony. And finally, we play an arrangement by Merle of Tchaikovsky's Capriccio Italien, which was written after Tchaikovsky, a Russian composer, visited Italy, and lo and behold, he found out that next to where he was staying, there was a military barracks. And he woke up early in the morning, hearing trumpet calls, and serenades, and dancing and partying in the streets. And he didn't get much sleep. When he got back home, he wrote this piece about his Italian adventure. So please enjoy these wonderful works by Mendelssohn and Tchaikovsky.